Hi everyone, you are warmly welcome to our educational YouTube channel. I am back here with another new lesson for you. In this video, we are going to talk about some algebraic terms such as coefficient and constant. What is a coefficient? First, we'll talk about this. A coefficient is a number multiplied by a variable. Look at this example. 4 multiplied by m. In this example, we multiply two parts. 4 is a number, m is a variable or symbol. 4 multiplied by m equals 4m. 4m is a term. A term consists of two parts, a number and a variable. In this example, 4 is called the coefficient. M is the variable. Now you can simply understand a coefficient is a number multiplied by a variable. In this example, 4 multiplied by m equals 4m. 4m is a term. A term consists of two parts, numerical part and variable part. Numerical part is a number. This number is called coefficient. So actually, coefficient is the number in front of a variable. If we discuss about the definition of term, a term is a mathematical expression made up of two different parts which are a number and a variable or variables. Now look at this example. 6 multiplied by p equals 6p. 6p is the term and 6 is the coefficient. P is the variable. In this term, there is only one variable. 6 multiplied by p equals 6p. But it is not p6. Please remember that we always write the coefficient in front of variable. In the previous example, 6 multiplied by p equals 6p. The numbers that we multiply are called factors. So 6 and p are factors. 6p is the term. Now look at this example. 2 multiplied by m multiplied by n equals 2mn. So 2mn is the term. And you can see in this example there are three factors. As you know, this term consists of two parts. 2 is the number in front of variable. So 2 is called coefficient. The special thing is this term consists of two variables, m and n. It means a term can have only one coefficient, but a term may have any number of variables. Now look at this example. 7 into m equals 7m squared. 7m to the power of 2. In this example, 7m squared is the term, 7 is its coefficient, m is variable. And you can see m multiplied by m equals m squared. So 2 is called index or power or exponent. A coefficient can be a positive number, a negative number, a whole number, a decimal number, or a fraction. Look at these examples given. In this example, 4xy squared, it is the term, 4 is the coefficient, x and y are variables. So this term has a positive coefficient. In this example, minus 9abc is the algebraic term. Minus 9 is the coefficient, a, b, c are variables. So this term has a negative coefficient. Next example, 4.5m. In this example, 4.5m is the term, 4.5 is the coefficient, m is the variable. So this term has a decimal coefficient. In this example, 3 upon 5 pq, this is the term, 3 over 5 is the coefficient. P and Q are variables. So this term has a fractional coefficient. Now look at this example. You are given x as an algebraic term. You have to identify its coefficient and variable. Then you should know x means 1x. Then its coefficient is 1 and the variable is x. So when you are given a variable like x, its coefficient cannot be seen, but you should know x means 1x, then its coefficient is 1 and variable is x. Coefficient is 1, not 0. It is very important that coefficient is 1, not 0. A simple question for you. What will happen to the term if the coefficient is 0? Then how can you answer this question? Let's take one example. We write here 0m. So coefficient is 0, m is the variable. What do you mean by 0m? It means 0 multiplied by m. And we know that any number multiplied by 0 equals 0. Now you can understand, if the coefficient is 0, the entire term becomes 0. Can you answer this simple question? Are both the same? 2m and 2m. Here you are given two quantities, and what is the difference between these two? In the first term, between 2 and m, no gap, but in the second one, you can see a gap between 2 and m. Then you have to understand that these two are not the same, they are different. So what is the meaning of 2m and what is the meaning of 2 gap m? The first quantity can be identified as an algebraic term. Then 2 is the coefficient and m is the variable. As you have learned, no gap between these two. But as in the second example, if you can see a gap between these two, you have to identify this as a measurement. It is not an algebraic term. It is just like 2 meters. In the same way, you can write 5 liters, 10 kilograms, like that. So definitely when you write a measurement, there must be a gap between number and the unit. Now look at this example. We have two variables. Now look at this example. There are two terms, 3x and 7y. Now I am going to combine these two terms with plus sign. Now we have 3x plus 7y. After combining two terms with plus or minus signs, it is called an expression. So 3x plus 7y is an expression. This expression is made up of two terms, 3x and 7y. In this diagram you can understand parts of an expression. Actually we have another video for expression. There we discuss about expressions in details. This is for your understanding. Now in this example, 3x plus 7y is the expression and it is made up of two terms, 3x and 7y. These two terms have been combined with plus symbol, plus sign. So in the first term, 3 is the coefficient and x is the variable. In the second term, 7 is the coefficient and y is the variable. So in this expression, there are two terms, 3x and 7y, two variables x and y, two coefficients 3 and 7. Now look at this example. This expression consists of three terms, 4m, 2n and 7x. This expression consists of three terms, 4m, 2n, 7x. This expression consists of three terms. They are plus 4m plus 2n minus 7x. In the first term, plus 4 is the coefficient and m is the variable. In the second term, plus 2 is the coefficient and n is the variable. In the third term, minus 7 is the coefficient and x is the variable. So in this expression, there are three terms, plus 4m plus 2n minus 7x. And there are three coefficients, positive 4, positive 2 and negative 7. Three variables, m, n and x. Now look at this example, 2x plus 6. This is an expression. It consists of two terms. The first term is 2x, second term is 6. In the first term, 2 is the coefficient and x is the variable. In the second term, 6 is the coefficient but it has no variable. A coefficient without variable is called a constant. So in this expression, you can see 2 is the coefficient and x is the variable. It is in the first term. Second term is 6. It is called a constant. Actually, a variable is vary, it means changing. Constant is fixed, it means unchanging. What is a constant? Constant is a fixed value that does not change in an expression. Now have a look on these examples. You are given three expressions. In the first expression, 5m minus 3x plus 4. So this expression consists of three terms. 5 and minus 3 are coefficients. M and x are variables. So plus 4 is the constant. In the second example, 2p plus xy minus 7 is the expression. There are three terms, 2p plus xy minus 7. 2 is the coefficient. P, x, y are variables. Minus 7 is the constant. In the third example, 3p squared plus m squared minus 0.5. This is an expression made of three terms. Here the coefficient is 3, here 1 m squared. Variables are p and m. Here the exponent of p is 2, here the exponent of m is 2. 0.5 is the constant of this expression. Now you can clearly understand and identify coefficients, variable and constant of an expression. I will come back with another lesson. Thank you very much for watching this video. Good luck.